Okay, well, today is what we consider Monday. And I've been doing like the different days of the week and incorporating astrology with them. And I do it because it's fun. I like to do it. But it also keeps me mindful as well. And today, you would actually call it Moon Day. That's where Monday comes from. It comes from the moon. Well, on Mondays, you should really take the time to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself. Go within today. That's why when you go to work on Monday, you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to be here. I don't even want to go to work. I can't get my day started. And it's because on Monday, it's really not for you to be really doing anything. Well, I should say certain things. You should be mindful of certain things that you do on Monday. It's about nurturing yourself. It's about getting in tune to your emotions. How are you feeling? Going within. If y'all are into rituals, do your rituals. Things that will get you into alignment. Things that will tune your frequency into what you are wanting. And clean up your vibration, because your emotions are actually vibrations. When we think about emotions and we think about thoughts, you should always look at them as vibrations and thoughts. And then whatever you are vibrating on, whatever your frequency is tuned into, it turns into energy. It manifests. So this is why you should always, on this day especially, like take the time, like how have I been feeling lately? What have I been thinking? Because whatever you're feeling, it's because you're thinking something. So, do an inventory of your emotions. Do an inventory on your thoughts. Because you are a manifester. That is how your life is the way that it is, because you created it to be this way through your perspective. So today, I invite you to take the time and really listen to that voice. What is that voice saying to you? Don't deny that voice that's talking to you within. Listen. Don't make it right or wrong. Just listen openly to whatever that voice is telling you, because it's guiding you somewhere. You're your own guide. Now, it might guide you to someone to guide you, but at least you are making the choices that are for you to make, and not for someone else to make them for you. So yes, on Mondays, like, you can wear whites. You can wear things that make you feel comfortable and cozy. Wear feminine colors, because the moon represents your mother. It represents feminine energy. So just do certain things to activate, because the things that you do are just symbolic to whatever you're thinking. It's symbolic to energy. And so that's why you do certain things to activate whatever you want to see in your reality. You know what? Love Beauty, she said, is it Monday today, really? I'm thinking that it's Tuesday. So I was about to come on here and be like, y'all, it's Tuesday. But I'm like, hold on. I said, oh, it's Monday, because I don't keep up with the time now that I don't have like a 9-to-5 job, or I'm in society like that. I don't keep up with time. And I do know it's a part of that system's program to always have you focus on time. And time is an illusion. And so, but I still like to do like the Mondays and the Tuesdays, but I couldn't tell you what day it was, but today I really thought it was Tuesday, and I was like, oh, it's Monday. So yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad Capricorn 14 said that Hawaii glow. Yes, I am so glad that the sun is out today. That's one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys, because being in the tropics, they have what is called rainy season. Like, they don't have snow, but they have rain. And I've lived in the tropics for going on 3 years now. And I've lived in different places. I lived in Costa Rica, Honduras, and I feel like when I was in Central America, I was always in a rainy season. Every place that we visit, it was their rainy season for some reason. So I never really got to experience what their hot season was in Central America. Well, coming to Hawaii, we came here when it was their winter, because they try to associate with the United States, even though it don't snow. But it did snow on one of the islands. But right now we are in the rainy season, which will be the winter. And the place that we are at, I promise you, I have never been to any place, Central America, whatever, that rains as much as it has here on the big, especially the place where we are. We are in Pahoa, and it rains, and it rains. I'm telling you, it rains so much here, and you have to be very careful because it's so moist in this environment that this is a paradise for mold. So I'm constantly having to wipe down and just take care of like all the properties in our place and making sure there ain't no mold, because it's like so where it floods, you know. And sometimes, you know, our perspective with rain isn't very positive. You know, some of us, when it rains, somebody said the other day that they're depressed because it's raining so much. But then they had to catch themselves because they know that there's a purpose for the rain, obviously to help things grow and to nourish things and to hydrate things. But goddamn, it's like you can't do anything when it rains like that. But then, you know me, I like to go to a higher perspective. I like to empower myself. I don't want to do anything that takes my power away or that limits me in any way. I always want to look at things in a positive, healthy way, in a balanced way. Because sometimes optimism is not warranted sometimes. But you just have to know when to use that. And so what I realized that with the rain, especially it raining here, it's just another obstacle to see what you're made of. You know what I mean? Because the rain is just another excuse that I use not to do what I need to do. Right? And look in your life. What is symbolic to rain in your life? What is it that you know you're supposed to be doing, but you are using something in particular to tell you, I can't do this today, or I don't feel like doing this today because of X, Y, and Z? Because what the rain symbolizes for me is like, do you really appreciate your life? Do you really want what it is that you're seeking? Because it's going to rain. Now what? Do what you're supposed to do. Okay, you may not be able to do certain things because of the rain, but now it's time for you to be more clear and more focused on the things that you can do beyond the rain. Because, you know, especially with me and Rainbow, we were like just feeling glum and feeling lazy, and then the rain was messing with the internet, you know, and so we're just sitting there using it as an excuse to feel a certain way, because we're thinking a certain way, it alters our emotions, so then we're not motivated. We don't have the ambition to do other things that the rain has nothing to do with. So it made me really, it opened my mind to what else am I using as an excuse to not accomplish my goals, to not further be in my purpose, to not take care of myself, to not love myself. You understand? It goes that deep. I know we don't want to look at things that deep, but you must look at things that deep, because everything is in your mind showing you. Everything is projecting. Your life is projecting from you. So whatever you see, however it affects you, pay attention to that. And I feel like the reason why we don't really pay attention to how we feel and what we think is because we're in an environment that's so stimulated, so distracting. So instead of us working on ourselves, instead of us nurturing and loving ourselves, we distract ourselves with our cell phones. We distract ourselves with TV. We distract ourselves with people that don't really help us with our goals and purpose really are just there, being a distraction. You know what I mean? And we gotta be more aware, be more responsible. Some people said, welcome, Immortal Light Lord, Immortal Keys, welcome, peace to the gods. Yes, all is mental. Yes, everything is mental. So, and Capricorn said, you do some meditation. Yeah, meditation is perfect when it's raining, because then the sound of the rain is very soothing. Love Beauty said, rainy days is a day for relaxation, brainstorming, cleanliness. Yes, exactly. But don't relax too much. Well, see, the thing is, we have to be balanced in that, because here, where it rains, when there's a period to where all it does is rain, we have to be very careful with how much we relax, because then the duality of relaxation is laziness. Okay? Sometimes you can relax too much. And so that's something that I've been more aware of and improving, is my laziness. Like, I could lay down, I can relax, I don't have no problem relaxing, but it's that energy to move and be ambitious and go, no matter what the conditions are. That is what I'm improving, in my life at this moment. Like, even now, coming on here doing the live, I said, I'm doing this live. I don't care if the internet go out. I don't care if it rains, because I've been doing my astrology readings, and sometimes I have to be outside. And it was crazy because it would be raining and the water's going everywhere. Even though I'm under this gazebo, the wind is blowing, but I can't be inside doing my readings because the baby will distract me and stuff. But I still did it, so that's why I was like, okay, still do that for yourself. Even though you did that for others, still do that for you. Like, go live, connect to people, express yourself. Okay? Yeah, welcome everybody. Hey, Erica. And it's important. Thank you, Jim Ben. Yeah, I've been wearing this jewelry every day. My friend, she made it for me, but I was really thinking about pink jewelry. I just something kept saying, get some pink jewelry. And colors hold certain vibrations. And I told her one day, I was like, yeah, I keep thinking about pink jewelry. I need to get some pink jewelry. She said, oh. She was like, well, that means you need to get connected to your heart, because pink represents the heart, and pink is the rose. This is the rose quartz. And she said you need to be taking care of yourself, loving yourself, nurturing yourself, and getting more connected to the mother within you and that child within you. And she was like, oh, I have some rose quartz that I'm not wearing. She said, I'll make you something. And so she did, and so I love it. And she also put some Amherst in it. And Amherst, I think I'm saying it wrong, but Amherst, whatever, y'all know what I'm trying to say. It also represents balance. So, and then she made the jewelry with copper. I'm not really savvy on stones and stuff like that, but I am aware of it. And so I was like, oh wow, these are really nice. And so yeah. Oh, Immortal Creative Karma said Faith does amazing readings. If my connection was stronger, Immortal Creative Karma, I would let you in the room so you can share. But my connection is not that strong. Every time I let somebody in the live, it kicks it out. But I'm very thankful, Immortal Creative Karma, that you loved my reading. I really appreciate it. I really feel like I have something to offer in the astrology game. So I'm very thankful that you put that positive energy out. Yeah. It was very nice meeting you. So yeah, so I wear it all the time. Like, I have other jewelry, but I just really like this, and especially on Moon Day, I most definitely want to connect. I need to tighten up the necklace because Zambi pulling it. Especially on this Moon Day, I really want to connect to my heart and get centered in that. And another thing I wanted to talk about was make sure you are expressing yourself. whatever that is. If it's verbal, if it's writing, if it's dancing, I don't care. Make sure. Can y'all hear me? It's press 1 if the connection is still good. Press 1 because the sun has went away. Oh, and another reason why, press 1, let me know that y'all still are there. And another reason why I think the connection has been bad, because we run on 100% solar here. So if the sun ain't out and if it's constantly raining, then we're not getting a lot of energy through the property. So that probably is one of the reasons. Now here comes the rain, but I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going, okay? Until the internet's like, girl, you can't keep going, so stop. But I wanted to let you guys know that you need to continue to express yourself. Expression, speaking, using your voice, expressing how you feel in a responsible way. It's detrimental to your health. Because let me share something with you. A few years ago, when I still lived in the States, one of the things, a part of when a doctor had diagnosed me with autoimmune disease, one of the things they said that the test came back was that I had a thyroid. My thyroid was off a little bit, and it said I had hypothyroidism, but not to the point where I needed to take any medication. And if anybody knows anything about the thyroid, the thyroid regulates metabolism, and it also, the parathyroid regulates how much calcium comes in the body, regulation of calcium. So if your thyroid is off, we already know if your thyroid is off, you can be too fat or you can be too skinny. But what you don't know, and what is crucial, is that the thyroid regulates the calcium. So you can be receiving too much calcium or not enough calcium. And then they also tested and said that I was deficient in vitamin D. Okay? So obviously we know that the environment that we are in the States, we're not getting enough of the sunshine and the right UV. We're not getting enough of that. So if you know anything about how you receive calcium, how you receive vitamin D, because vitamin D is not a vitamin, it's a steroid. But when you first receive the vitamin D, it comes on your skin, right? It's a cholesterol that comes on your skin. But what do? We're constantly taking showers, rubbing it off with soap, and then with the water that we're using, it has the chlorine, it has all the things that are taking that cholesterol, taking that vitamin D off of your skin. So you're already hindering the production of that. But then what you don't know of how it is broken down in the body, the parathyroid, once it's broken down with the liver and kidneys, so you got to make sure your liver and kidneys is good, because that's what produces certain hormones in the body. And then, the calcium that you need for your bones, if you're not receiving enough of that because of your thyroid issue, then you have weak bones, and then you're vitamin D deficient. And so that's what was going on with me. Even though I didn't have weak bones as of yet, my thyroid was off. And anything that you're going through in your life, physically, whatever you're going on with your body, is something that's going on in your mind. That is like facts. That is like law. So with me, the reason why my thyroid was off was because I was not speaking. Like, I don't have an issue with talking, but I wasn't expressing myself. I was holding things in. You said, so do I still lack vitamin D? Only way that I will know if I lack vitamin D if I got the testing. But based on my health and based on things that was going on in my body, I don't have that anymore. But I will say, since being here, I don't really be outside as often as I should. But that's the reason why I choose to live between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, because especially in Hawaii, and a lot of people don't know that the sun is at its highest over here in this area. So we're not always at the luxury of going outside, taking our clothes off, and sunbathing and being in sun. We don't have that luxury because you do have life. You do have to go to work. You do have to do things. And like even with me, I still have things I have to do. And then it's raining here. But that's why you want to be in an environment. This is the reason why I'm still in the tropics. This is the reason why I support being in the tropics. Because I know how life is. And you can't always have everything that you want at that moment because of distractions. But if you put yourself in an environment that will give you the most of what you can get, why not do that? And so that's what I do. That's the reason why I choose to live in the tropics, because I know how important the sun is. I am the sun. Everything is the sun. You know, so I want to be closer to that tower of everything that I am. You know, but as far as answering that question, whether or not I'm deficient, I know that I'm healed because of the situation that I had going on with me. It never came back. And that's because of certain things that I did. Now, I am going to do a video of how I healed myself of my autoimmune. I'm going to do that separately. But that's not what this video is about. But I did want to talk about the thyroid because I want you guys to understand how important it is to express yourself, how important it is to speak. And if you don't want to speak, write it down. Do something. Don't hold it in. So if you have any larynx issues, any lung issues, throat issues, thyroid issues, you know, stomach issues, that is all here. That is all because you are holding on to energy that needs to come out. Okay. Peace Love said, what were your symptoms with your thought? See, the thing is, I didn't know that I had thyroid issues, but one of the things that they said that connects with hyperthyroidism is because I got it before it got worse. See, that's why sometimes it is kind of cool to go to the doctor, but then you have to be mindful of the testings, because what is it based on? Because everyone is different. So them testings, their levels may not go with who you are or your ethnicity. But for me, one of the things that happened, my heart used to beat really fast to the point I had to catch my breath because it would beat really fast. That's a part of hyperthyroidism. Now, people with hypo, those are the ones, one of the things they say, you gain weight and it's hard for you to lose weight. But I don't have any, no experience with that. But I will say my little research that I did with hyperthyroidism that I had was that my heart would beat really fast. And then sometimes you can't sleep because you just have a lot of energy. And one of the things is that I had a hyperactive immune system. So that's the reason why. Oh yeah, Capricorn, I had anemia too. Yeah, I had anemia. They said my testings were low in anemia. So calcium is really important because the calcium. Now you don't want to have too much calcium, because it can calcify everything. When you calcify things, what happens? It gets hard. And it's like a plaque. So you don't want to have too much calcium. But if you don't have enough calcium, you see what I'm saying? So it's all about balance. You know. Okay. Yeah, the autoimmune diseases, there's all different types. But someone has said where they got autoimmune disease from is because they don't know what's wrong with you and they don't know how to fix it. they don't know what drug to give you, so they say autoimmune disease. That's what someone said, and I said I agree to that. But yes, so soon as I started expressing myself and talking, getting on camera and talking, things changed for me. Even with the acne. Because at one point, my acne had got really bad, again, since being here. And that's because I was holding in a lot of negative energy. You know what I mean? I was holding a lot of negative energy. I wasn't expressing myself. I wasn't expressing myself to you guys. I was expressing myself to Rambo. I was holding a lot of energy. And then also, it comes out in your skin. And when I was back in the States, I used to have acne issues. What I did, I used to put creams on it to cover it up. But acne is symbolic to your self-worth. acne is symbolic to negative energy that you're holding on to. So it has to come out. So what is the number one, the biggest organ on your body is your skin. So it's going to come out. Your body is going to make it come out. But how is it going to come out? Through disease, through discomfort. The dis-ease, the uncomfortability within you is going to come out in dysfunction in your body. So that is the reason why one must talk. You are energy. Everything is energy. So you must make sure you are monitoring your energy. What energy are you holding on to? What energy do you represent in your life? Do you represent good energy or bad energy? Is the energy that you think of, is it helping you, or do you need to let that energy go? And I'm talking about yourself. We always want to blame other people. Like, I got to let him go. I got to let her go because they're bad for me. But no, you bad for yourself because of the way you think. The energy that you hold within, let it out. And don't worry about what others say about you. Who cares? They're going to talk. People are always going to have something to say because they're going to always use something as an excuse while they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And it's okay for you to be different, and it's okay for you to be weird. It's okay for you to be on your own, but eventually people are going to follow, because I know in the core of who everyone is, they just want to be accepted for who they are, but they don't want to do what they need to do to be that. Everybody's afraid. But it's okay for you to step out. Maybe you are the one that you need to step out and do something different. Okay? I see you, Beauty Rose. I can't let you in because, unfortunately, the connection is not that strong, and it will cut the live off and stuff. Okay? Okay. And then going into that, and then eventually, and then we can ask questions and stuff. It's just some of the things that I want to talk about on my platform today, because remember, it's Moon Day. I'm going to continue to say that it's Moon Day. Nurture yourself. Love yourself. Go within today. What's going in the murky waters within yourself that you need to nurture, that you need to bring to the surface. So once, how do you feel about the lotus bird? Okay, yeah, all the questions that y'all are asking, remember them, okay? Because we're going to talk about it, okay? I see the questions. I just want to express myself, okay? I want to take care of myself. This is my medicine, talking, expressing myself. And then teaching you how to do the same thing, you know? So once you start expressing yourself, things are going to come up. And if you want to know the things that you need to work on, here's a tip. I'm thankful for Mortal Keys. If you want to know what it is that you need to work on, look at the 3 people that are closest to you in your environment every day and write down things that you do not like about that person or those people. And once you write those things down, work on them within yourself. Because the people in your life are mirroring you. They can mirror what you love about yourself, and they can mirror what you don't love about yourself. So that's why it's okay for you to judge. Because people's like, you can't judge. Don't be judging me. No, you want to judge the people around you because they're showing you yourself. So always be judging. Now, don't condemn. Condemnation and judgment are 2 different things. Because when you pointing the finger, what you doing? You missing the point. When you point at somebody else, you taking the blame. You taking the responsibility off of you. But in that, you still got to deal with it. So whatever comes up, work on it. Work on it. Where if you see a person you don't like that they lazy, work on the laziness in you. If you see that person is greedy, if you see that person is two-faced, Work on that within yourself. Find the balance within yourself in regards to that. Now, that doesn't mean that you do these things, but you got to ask yourself, why does this bother me? Why would I see that in that person? Remember, everything projects out of you. Life is not happening to you. Life is projecting through you. So if you see it, it's because you're projecting that out on that person. So when you identified to it, so work on it. Do things within yourself to where you make sure you don't be lazy or you not two-faced it. You see? So that's something that I've been working on today too. I've been like, yeah, I gotta keep going. Because it was like, because I'll be looking at Rambo, but like, he ain't doing enough. But I'm like, bitch, you ain't doing enough. Why you looking at him talking about he ain't doing enough? He need to be doing this, he need to be doing that, and try to motivate him. No, motivate yourself. You need to be doing more. Do more for yourself. Like, stop looking at what people aren't doing and what they are doing, and look at yourself and you do it. Like, you do it. Stop. Especially with my Virgo ascendant, like, I'm always looking at what everybody is doing and looking at what needs to be. No, do that within yourself. And I'm just keeping it real. Like, I'm so judgy-wudgy, but it's good. But then I gotta ring it on back and be like, okay, you do that. You work on that. So every day I've been getting up and I've been exercising. I've been doing my cardio. And I've been doing that every day because Rambo and I are doing the zero waste. And it's making us so mindful. Doing the zero waste, we're so mindful of how much garbage that we accumulate. Right? We're so, and I think about this. Think about all the garbage you are accumulating. And not just the paper, not just the plastic, the people, the thoughts, the actions. You just accumulating all this mess in your house and clean your house. But the reason why your house ain't clean is because you keep bringing in garbage. I want to sit with that for a second. You keep bringing in garbage. Clean your house, and your house represents your soul, because the fourth house in astrology represents your soul, what makes you comfortable, family. But we got all of this BS that is weighing our souls down. Now you need to do a zero waste to your soul, to the spirits that you keep holding on to and expressing that ain't serving you. And that's what it has made me so mindful, the zero waste. Like, even though him and I, we starting to like be more mindful of what we're eating, because when you're not really trying to live a holistic life, you're not thinking about your actions do affect other things and other people. So we've been very mindful of the foods that we eat and the things that we do. Like, the zero waste is bigger than just food. You know what I mean? And so every day I've been making sure I gotta get up every day and I exercise. And I do. And what I've been focusing on is cardio, because I want to take care of my heart. The heart is the center of everything. The heart is where everything stems from. So if you don't have a strong, healthy heart, you don't have a strong, healthy life mentality. Because the heart is the mind, not the brain. It's the heart. So constantly working on your mind, if you want to have better thoughts, if you want to have better manifestation power, work on your heart. Because remember, it's the mind. When you were in your mother's womb, in conception, you started off as the heart. Everything, as you grew, everything stemmed from the heart and it grew. That doesn't go away. That still means something. That's why it's so important for us to understand how we are biologically. It's okay to be spiritual, girl. It's okay. It's okay to have them rituals and wear them stones and do your astrology. But you must understand your body and how it works, because it's connected to spirituality. So you want to take care of your heart, because that's where everything stems from. And it is your mind. It's where you think. It's how you feel about yourself. It's your desire. Everything comes from here. So that's why you want to make sure, you're eating the foods that's going to nourish your heart, and you're doing the things that's going to, make your heart stronger. A lot of us have weak hearts. And that's why you can't endure anything. Any obstacle comes your way, you're like, oh Lord, I cannot deal. No, it's your heart. Your heart can't deal. So get your heart stronger. Get your heart pumping. When your heart be like, yeah, I can deal through that. Because sometimes in order to be great, you're going to have to go through some bullshit. Greatness is lurking in the darkness. You see? So you got to get your heart strong. You got to get your heart pumping. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing my cardio, and then I've been drinking a lot of water, because I'm doing the intermittent fasting. Well, it's kind of like the B6 diet, really, because the B6 diet to me was like the intermittent fasting, because we only ate one meal a day. But the intermittent fasting, what I like about that is that I don't eat anything all morning, and then y'all hear Zen? We hear Zen, Rambo. What about to say? Because when Zen be whining, my mind goes right to him. So I just been drinking, making sure I'm drinking more liquids, and the more I do that, the more I realize I'm not eating as much food as I used to because zero waste. Because sometimes we eat too much. Okay, you don't have to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just have a time to where you eat. Because a lot of times when we eat, we're not present to the food. We're not appreciative of the food. We're just like, I'm eating, it's breakfast time, it's lunchtime, it's dinner, it's snack. Take some time. This is my time to where I'm going to nourish and love myself, and I'm going to eat this delicious food, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. Oh, y'all see my curls? My curls is popping. I know. My curls is really popping. Okay. My coils, my antennas. But this is the time I take to nourish and love myself and be appreciative for all that I have. So that's what I've done. It's like I take the time to just eat and enjoy it. And whatever it is that I want to eat, I enjoy the nutrition, the love. Okay? Yes. So now we can open up to questions, because y'all all have y'all's own little questions. We can talk about anything. Yeah. Okay. Immortal Shamir said you are not allowed to judge me. That's not true. But we should be mindful of condemning you. That's what I said earlier. I don't know if you was in the room. Condemnation is what you do not do. Judgment, you always judge. Because when I judge you, I judge myself. You understand? Oh yeah, Capricorn 14 said our culture is supposed to eat with our fingers. Yeah, that's the one thing when I used to do raw foods that, it says you want to eat with your hands, because you put the love and intention in your food, and then you put it in your body. Okay. Beauty Rose said, how do you go through a birth 100% natural? What do you think about water birth? How do you go through a birth 100% natural? You are in labor. Somebody told me this. Here come the rain. Here come the rain. We ain't gonna stop. Okay. Oh, that's back to Moral Shamir. You are in labor as soon as you get pregnant. You understand? Somebody told me this. As soon as you get pregnant, you are in labor. Once the baby comes, everything already happened. See, we want to get scared Okay, press 1 if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? Because I'm not going to stop. What you do in those 9 months will determine the outcome of the day that the baby comes. Okay, y'all hear me? What you do within the 9 months determines the outcome of the delivery. So you gotta make sure you are resting. You gotta make sure that you are eating the right foods. Okay? And you wanna make sure your mind is right. Because your mind is connected to the womb. To whatever's going on in your mind, that is what is going on in your womb. So those are the 3 things. Okay, I'll shut up because y'all listening to the rain. Okay. I'll be quiet. It's okay. It's okay. I have to rest. See, look. Patience. Yeah, so I guess that answers my question. As far as water birth, girl, when it's time for that baby to come out, you ain't gonna be thinking about no water. Now, some women do it. You know, I didn't do no water birth. You know, with me, I was gangster with it. I was up in a hut in the jungle and gave birth to Zen. You know, Zen wanted to come into this world with style. Okay? But I wasn't even thinking about, because at one point we said we were going to do water birth, but something within me was just like, nah, you just got to make sure you're in a space to where you're comfortable and you feel free and open. Because that's what you got to think about to allow that life force energy to come through your vagina. Is I am open, I am free, I am powerful. I'm allowing, you know, and that's what I was focusing on the whole time. And anybody that's pregnant, you can do it. Now, I believe that my lifestyle, Granny, it was not painful. Like, I was in labor for, like, that night I went to bed. I went to tent, because, you know, I used to sleep in tents. And I was with Aya, and me and her were sleeping in the same tent. And me and Rambo, we were not even in a relationship when I had the baby. Y'all didn't know that. Like, him and I, in our episode of not being together, we wasn't together. But then when them contractions came, I was like, Rambo, I need you. But I didn't know that they were contractions. I thought they were Braxton Hicks. So it was like, so when it hit my back, I will say when it hit my back, that's when I called on Rambo, and I was just like, we can work it out. Because I said, this is Braxton Hicks, I can't do this. But it was just that one moment where it had hit my spine, my lower spine. But that didn't last for long. That was just a moment. But I was in labor that night, and then I was in labor all that day. And then, you know, Zen came 7 o'clock that evening. But it was just like cramps or whatever. But it wasn't anything unbearable. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't screaming or anything. I was in a meeting. Like, he was doing a meeting, and I was like just breathing real hard. You know, no one did not know what was going on with me. But yeah, and even when the baby came out, because Zen was small, and I had told my universe, I was like, I want a little bitty baby. I don't want no big head baby coming out of me. And that's what I got. I got a little bitty baby. Zen was 5 pounds when he came out. You know, he was scrawny. We ain't gonna sit here and act like he wasn't scrawny. Because when I look at the videos, the past videos, I was like, God damn. I can see why people were concerned. But look at him now. And look at me now. So yeah, so I don't know what your lifestyle was, Beauty Rose, because your baby about to come today. I don't know what your lifestyle was, but I know sleeping in a tent really helped align my back because I wasn't sleeping on the mattress. Sleeping on these mattresses, if it's not the right mattress, it can mess up your back. And we know that the baby, when it's growing, it affects your back. So I just feel like the past 2 years of my life really helped prepare me to have a seamless childbirth. Yeah. Even if Zen came early, look at him now. He's beautiful and growing, and he's right on time. That's how I look at it. Yeah, let's put out positive energy and vibes to Beauty Rose. Let's send her beautiful flowers and chocolate hearts. I don't have chocolate hearts, but let's send her beautiful flowers. Yeah, let's send her that positive vibes to Beauty Rose. Because now you're about to, I don't know if you already, is this your first pregnancy, Beauty Rose? Is this your first pregnancy, Beauty Rose? You said chocolate. Yeah, and chocolate bars. Yeah, it's just being a mom. I said being someone's angel. That's what you're going to become. You're going to be the angel to this little person that's coming into this world. And it's going to teach you how to love yourself. It's going to show you how much you don't love yourself. And it's going to really show you patience and all kind of things. Yeah. So congratulations to that. What other questions y'all have? Where am I? Code Rockud said, where are you? I'm in the big island of Hawaii. That's where I am. Because y'all were, I'm thankful you're at us. I feel beautiful. Okay. Because y'all was asking questions earlier. So we can do question and answer. I would love for y'all to come on the live. I like when y'all come on and talk, but I know it's going to kick out the connection. Probably what I'll have to do is we have to leave the location one day, like maybe go to the beach, and I can go live that way, and we can all talk and stuff. Because I like interacting with people. Like, I love the sound of my own voice, but I like talking to other people too. Oh, Uratus said, can a Sagittarius date a Sagittarius? You know what's interesting? The compatibility says whatever sign you are in, you want to be with the element that you're in. So I'm a Sagittarius, so what would be compatible for me is Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo because it's fire. I believe it all depends on where that fire is placed because I am most definitely not attracted to Sagittarian men. I do not find them attractive. I actually find them annoying, And I think they're chauvinistic. I don't know. I just don't. I don't really like Sagittarian men, and I think they're too friendly. I think maybe they just mirror me. I don't know. I just don't want to see that in my man. But some Sagittarians, I say, will go well with Sagittarians. I think it just all depends. But the thing that you want as a Sagittarian or anybody, what you want to look into is the moon sign. So if you're a Sagittarius sun, you want to be with someone with a moon in Sagittarius because then y'all have a deeper understanding emotionally with each other. So that's what I will look into. Or a moon in Gemini. It'll make it interesting for you. Aisha by Nature said, peace, Faith. Out of all the places, where's the best place in the tropics you've been? I will say, now with the 2 years of this span, I say Mexico. But I've been in Jamaica. I didn't live there, but I've traveled Jamaica like 3 times. I love Jamaica. I would love to live in Jamaica. That's where I really would love to live. But the places that I actually lived in these 3 years is Mexico. I like Mexico. Mexico is a place I think everyone should travel. And the reason why I like Mexico is because it's affordable, the people are nice, and it's beautiful. And you can just drive to it. Now I like Hawaii because you don't have to worry about immigration and all that, but it's far. It's far, and then it still reminds me of the States. Like, I really like living outside of the United States of America. Now, I will say Hawaii, it does not feel like I'm in the States, but I know that I am in the States. A lot of Americans are here, but I really enjoyed living in Central America because I was around people that didn't speak English. Like, I just like that. I like living in another foreign, place, and that must be my Sagittarius energy that likes that. R. Hurley said, can being misread on your natal chart affect your mental stability? For example, if you're a Leo but was raised as a Sagittarius, how would that affect the individual's consciousness? I would have to look at your whole chart to answer that question. Because the sun sign is just a morsel of the pie that makes you. So I had to look at everything to even to see. I don't even think that's possible. So, because like you make up other energies. Yes, Granny, Leo men are something else. His wife Alexander said, "What sign is your husband?" He's a Leo. Grandma's a Leo. I'm looking at your comments. Y'all can ask some questions. I'm just reading y'all's comments. Yeah, Gran. What's your sign, Gran? Okay. Y'all just making comments now about the different signs. Oh, Goddess Akusa said, "Blessed faith, am a Leo. How do I read my chart?" Well, first you got to get your birth chart. And you got to have your date of birth. You got to have your location of birth. And it would be great if you had your time of birth. And you just go to tarot.com, Cafe Astrology. Like, this is the information age. You can just type in birth chart. And there's free birth charts. And then you will have, like, a page that it has a circle. And it has where your planets are. But that's more advanced. But if you just want to just know the signs, then they have the grids. And it'll show you what sign your sun, moon, Mercury, all the planets, and you just study it, and it'll explain to you, the different parts of your mind and how you express it. That's just a short version of how to read your chart.